T20 test on one day. India, England, Australia. What a player, what a player, what a player.
Welcome back everybody to Waadaplaya Concussion Sub-Series. We're going to review second one-day international between Pakistan and England. As you know, Pakistan is touring England for white ball tournament, and similar to how India did back in Australia, England are needing to go back to their second French team like Ranatunga says, but Pakistan are getting the taste of that second French team also, because Vishak at the preview predicted that Pakistan will steamroll England. To talk about how the game 2 is progressing and also the fantasy tips, but Akash, Vishak and Sanjay go back into action. How are you guys doing today?
All good, all good. Big weekend of sporting action in London. We got the Euro final, you got the Wimbledon, and obviously you have a small matter of England playing Pakistan at Lord's. So everything is happening here.
Yeah, big sporting weekend, man. It should be fun. Before we go into game 2, Akash, reactions to game 1? Any predictions gone opposite or any predictions gone as a hit?
I think it went opposite for Vishak, but it went on track for me though. I was expecting this. I mean, England playing at home, even though it's a second string team, these are guys who have been playing in Vitality Blast from the last 1 month maybe. So they were aware of the conditions. They knew what the new ball could do. And Saqib Mahmood, with the kind of form he was in for Lancashire, this was the right kind of performance which he delivered, back in for England basically. Pakistan, obviously first match, you were expecting them, to probably score around 200 to 220 max. But 140 was it's not even worth talking about the pedigree of Pakistan batting lineup at the moment. So let's hope that they come back strong. Pakistan's bowling is not any less, so I'm hoping that Pakistan will come back in the second match.
Okay. And Sanjay and Vishak, you guys think it's just a flash in the pan of England, or are Pakistan really going to struggle for the series?
I think they will beat England tomorrow. I think that's what's going to happen. On paper, England is weak anyways, but I was expecting a much better performance from the Pakistanis. Even they would be disappointed. They're most critical people from the Pakistan side would also be very disappointed with that performance. Tomorrow in London, I'm expecting 80% of the crowd to be Pakistani supporters. This is a test event. Like in the UK, government has had a lot of test events where they're testing big venues to have full capacity. So that's the first time Lord's is going to have full capacity after the 2019 World Cup final. So I think Pakistan will feel like they're playing at home, and I expect them to win tomorrow.
Sure, all the very best. But before that, let's look at how the fantasy team is coming up.
Like we expected Pakistan to win. I had expected Pakistan to win 2-1. It is still on. They've just lost one game. They can still win the next 2 and make it 2-1. So with that prediction, we have gone with maximum Pakistan players, thinking that they'll be winning this game. So we've gone with 2 keepers. First is Simpson and Mohammad Rizwan. Mohammad Rizwan has been looking in good form. He looked good in the first game as well. Even though he just scored 13, he had scored 3 boundaries and there were good shots in that innings. But unfortunately, he got out. And now we have gone with Babar Azam as captain. He failed in the first game. We're expecting him to come good. David Malan, he played well in the first game, so we're picking him as well. And Fakhar Zaman, we missed him in the last game. He scored, so we've rectified the mistake and picked him this time.
For the all-rounders, we've picked Gregory and we're going with Ben Stokes as the vice captain. We're hoping that England bat first. Otherwise, this could be another case where he hardly gets to bat and doesn't get you many points. So the expectation is he'll get to bowl a few overs at the dead, pick up some wickets, and also get a few runs. Saqib Mahmood is in terrific form, so we continue to have him. Hasan Ali, always someone who could end up with a bag full of wickets. Shaheen Afridi's and Ashraf, all 3 are decent bowlers, so on their day, anyone could pick 3 or 4 wickets easily. So we're going with that bowling lineup. So hopefully this team should give you lots of points. Akash, what is the reason behind you not picking Fakhar Zaman? Because he was in red hot form coming into the series.
I felt that the moving ball might get him. In fact, I was expecting 2 or 3 wickets to go down earlier in the first match itself. Unfortunately for me, except Fakhar, Zaman, everybody else around him, he felt like a pack of cards. Good on him that he played well. Let's hope that he continues his form.
It's a really difficult thing to do, is predict a team and then hope someone's gonna play a blinder from your team, and hopefully that person will be your captain. Suman, what's your prediction?
My prediction continues to remain England will come through. I do see why Vishak thinks Pakistan will win in next game, because their track record is always mercurial. They win one, they lose one. Because they lost first game, there might be chance that tomorrow they might. But I think there is weather forecast saying it's rain, Sanjay, isn't it? That also means that probably it will be a shortened version. But I also see a new entrant in the fantasy team today, Dawid Malan. How did he appear from game 1 to game 2?
Okay, so David Malan actually was part of the first game as well, if I'm not wrong. I think he was not part of the team in the previous series. It's the ODI format, so it suits his pace pretty well. So I believe he's going to, and being one of the senior most players in that particular squad, I think he will take responsibility and play well.
I think he's definitely playing the T20 World Cup. It's a great opportunity for him. I'm looking forward to James Vince. If you want a dark horse, I love his batting in terms of just the aesthetics after seeing so many England openers in the test matches like Rory Burns and Sibley. Vince is, and even Crawley is very pleasing to the eye. As for the weather, yes, the weather looks 50-50. High of 18. We've not had any summer so far, but the way Pakistan played in the first game, 55 overs were enough. So whether or no weather, it should be okay.
I was pretty surprised in one thing, that England didn't pick Duckett. He was in red hot form in the Vitality Blaster spell, but still they went for Simpson. So I'll be interested to see if Simpson did not get much of a chance actually in the first game. He just kept wickets for a few overs where Pakistan batted and did not get to bat. So I don't think they will make any changes, but if they win this match, I think the last match Duckett will get a chance. But I'm sure that Pakistan is going to win this match, and it will be like a home game for them. So they're going to win this at least at Lords.
Let's hope it is a good game of cricket and England is happy with all the sporting weekend and enjoyments. Hopefully it does come home in all aspects for England this weekend. Thank you, Vishak, Sanjay and Akash. Two important things. One is COVID-related message. We continue to encourage you to wear masks, get vaccinated. A lot of positive news coming across the globe of lockdowns relaxing, cities opening up, countries opening, vaccination getting more availability. Having said that, please let's learn from what we have seen in the past, exercise caution, and just be careful and look after yourselves. More importantly, we are seeing a lot of comments and a lot of likes and reactions from our fantasy videos from the fans. Thank you for watching. Please do note that the fantasy tips are purely for entertainment purposes. Only you got to be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly. And I think you're winning a lot of money. That's why you're commenting. Vishak's reading every single comment of yours, which is coming our way. Thanks for watching. Until next time. See you later.
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
everyone.
Take care.